Police are still looking for a handful of suspects in a string of shootings near schools just 3 weeks ago. This school, the Martin Luther King campus here, was used as a safe haven for one of those incidents. It's a trend school safety agents are seeing as teens continue to turn to guns. By the end of next spring, the front doors of every New York City public school will be locked using a camera system manned by school security officers to allow visitors inside.
We intend to lock the front doors once our kids are in school, and anybody who's coming to visit the school will have to present themselves before entry is made. The doors will not be wide open for anyone to simply walk into.
This is just part of the ramped up security efforts by city leaders to keep students safe, while there is an uptick in youth violence across the 5 boroughs. The NYPD commissioner says the victims of gun violence and the people pulling the trigger are skewing younger and younger.
Under 18 shooting victims actually accounted for 10% of our shooting victims over the last year. So pointedly, what we see is an increase in youth crime and more youth victims of crime.
On March 14th, 3 shootings targeting teenagers spanning northern Manhattan were all gang-related. Police connecting these incidents by the age of the victims, the proximity to schools, where MLK campus was used as a safe haven by a 17-year-old shooting victim. For some, the concern with locking doors is making sure students can access the building when escaping violence on the street.
If a school security person is not manning the desk, what happens to those kids who desperately need help?
Listen, there's no system, right, that will answer every single question and be fully responsive. The number of students that we have who are just out in the streets who need to run into a school is few and far between.
This comes as the number of weapons recovered in schools has doubled from the year before, according to the NYPD.
We have seen a pretty dramatic rise in the number of weapons that our kids have brought to school. But what our kids are telling us is that they're not bringing the weapons to do damage to their classmates in school. They're doing it to protect themselves as they make their way to school and when they're leaving school.
To combat the rise in student-related crime, precinct commanders meet with principals weekly. The NYPD will increase the number of school safety agents with a new graduating class in May, and teachers are encouraged to report gang and drug activity to an online portal. Drug use in schools has increased nearly 10% from pre-pandemic levels, so much so the chancellor told me they're considering introducing the life-saving drug Narcan to schools.